Right? So these people do these things to bring in a lot of deception to our people, right? Because deception is the #1 trend of America, right? You got Democrats acting like they care about Black Lives Matter. Hey, that's all a deception.
That's right.
All they care about is that $250,000 home that they got, right? And that they can walk around with a gay pride shirt on.
Right.
That's what they care about. So this is all deception, right? That we involved in here. Hey, these people don't give two shits about you.
That's right.
Right? But you only understand that when you understand who they are.
That's right.
Right? And what spirit that they have on them. That they're the Edomites and that they're your enemies. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna claim to be liberal Democrats, right? And they care about everybody's rights when they don't. Right? So this is all deception.
That's how 23. Matthew 24, verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, he a Mashiach, and there believe it not, for there shall arise false a Mashiach.
Right, and this is what you're saying, right? People, false prophets, right? False Christ, right? You got this. You got a picture of the Edomite, right, claiming to be our Lord and Savior.
That's right.
When the Bible says that YAHAWASHI is a so-called black man.
That's right.
Hey, that's a false prophet, right? That's the false Christ.
That's right.
Right? And the God, and who that really is the damn devil.
Right.
There shall arise false a Mashiach and false prophet, and shall shew great sign and wonder, and so much that, if you are possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Right, and this is what they trying to do, right? They trying to deceive the ones that was chosen from the beginning, from the foundation of the earth, right? And they trying to deceive them through fleshly and worldly lusts. This is why we have to keep these things in check, and we have to prepare ourselves for temptation, right? Because this is the whole plan here, right? Make sure these niggas never understand who they are, right? And make sure they never know who we are, right? And act all noble and upright. So we can trick them and keep doing it, and this world keep going on forever and ever.
Yeah, so like you said, if it were possible to see the very thing, that's how big the deception is. We already know that the elect is going to be saved out of it regardless. So this deception is so big that even a thought of the possibility to deceive the elect, man, it's great deception.
That's a beautiful analogy. Hey, this thing is big, but this deception is grandiose deception that we in here.
Now you know that? Because like almost everybody that's in this truth right now was in this kind of form of Christianity, right? But the Lord pulled us out of that fire that we're in. And put us because in a good way, right? In the path to righteousness. And that's why IYC, when they say Jesus Christ, that's why a lot of people, it's close to willing to them, right? Because that name sounds good to them, because when they were in Christianity, that's the same name they was using.
Yeah. Hey, this conspiracy is so big, right? It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that they went through this length to do this.
That's right.
Hey, man, and I understand, you know, some people giving second thoughts about it. Hey, because it is a real big thing that they've done here, right? They did a real number on our people, right? And these people are great actors, right? And they all deserve an Oscar for their performance.
It's like this flight goes back even like before Psalms 83. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's what I got right here.
All right, good.
That's the spirit. Hey, that's what's up. You want that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a beautiful thing. That's the spirit.
Because this deception goes way back, man. Like thousands of years, man. This is thousands of years of perfection through the Lord. You know what I mean? That put that spirit on you.
All right, and you have to be a real wicked person to do this. Right, and this is how we know for a fact that these are actually the devil's children. Because you have to be to do this.
The book of Psalms 83, and I'll start at the top, verse 1, and it reads, "Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace."
Right, and that's the Psalm of David, right? The Lord,
Song of Asaph.
the song of Asaph, begging the Lord to help us out of here. Don't keep silent. Bring the prophets out to let your word be known, right? Because this is the only thing that's going to clear it up, right? This is why a lot of y'all are scared to come up here and hear it, because you know that these people are powerful to be able to do this. This takes a lot of power and a lot of killing had to be involved to make this place.
A lot of killing, robbery, extortion, everything.
A lot of wickedness had to go into this. And these people gonna have to commit a lot more wickedness to keep it.
Right.
But once we start bringing this out.
Right. Psalms 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Keep not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lift up the head.
Right. So this is talking about the enemies of the Lord. Right. And a lot of these people hate the Lord, and they the enemies of the Lord. Right. And if they can't get to the Lord, they'll get to the Lord's children. Right. This is what they're trying to do. This is not what they're trying to do. This is what they've done. Right. They came against the Lord's children and enslaved the Lord's children because they hate the Lord and His word.
That's right. It's like he was crying aloud, man. Hold not thy peace, stand not still. Like, do something, man. Look at what's going on, man. It was heavy then. How much more now?
Right. If this man trusts in God, why does he break every law? Because really he trusts in the devil. That's his God.
Right.
The book of Psalms chapter 83 and verse 3, and it reads, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Right, and that goes into what we was talking about, this great conspiracy.
Right.
Hey, that's a crafty counsel, right? Somebody look up that word crafty, right? Because this is what they've done. Right, they've gone in the back room, right? All these nations and drew up a plan, right, to take the heritage and the birthright back from Jacob.
That's right.
They so mad that all of them came together against the children of Israel.
That's right.
In a crafty council.
Right.
Right?
It's the word crafty, clever.
You ain't gonna spell it out?
I almost did. I thought about it. It says clever at achieving one's aim.
Right, clever at achieving their aim. So this is a clever plot to take away the birthright of Jacob, right? To conceal the heritage of the children of Israel, right?
It says clever at achieving one's aim by indirect or deceitful methods.
Right, deceitful methods. And the word devil means a deceiver.
That's right.
Right.
And this is where you get the word deceitful from. So these are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Right? With a nicely pressed jeans set and a nice $300 sports coat.
That's right. And a clean shaven face.
Damn devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Right?
Continuing on in the book of Psalms chapter 83 and verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Right.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
Right, and consulted against the hidden one. Hey, because they call us black, they don't call us the children of Israel. Right, they call themselves Israelis and Jewish. Right, when there's no such thing. They made these things up. Hey, that's very clever and crafty.
That's right.
That you able to bend words like that. Right, and able to manipulate terms.
That's right.
Right, with all your witchcraft and sorcery.
That's right.
Right, and all your spells and all that. Right, that's a very clever thing you've done, right? And it's even clever to act like you don't hear it and keep moving on.
That's right.
Right, and don't take accountability for the things that you've done, right? That's a very cowardly way to do things,
That's right. That's right.
right?
And if I may add real quick, our people are so blind, right? Especially my people, because we talk so much that we come from Indian descent, you know, all Tainos, Aztec, whatnot. But then we're over here saying we're Spanish, we're Hispanics. When that shit come from Spain, man.
Right.
We don't come from Spain.
You know what I mean? So how the hell can you be so blind to say that we're Hispanic? Where the hell that come from? That's that deceitful counsel, man.
Hey, that's the so-called white man, right? He want everybody to take accountability for their actions except himself.
Hey.
Right? If the police say, hey, come here, and I just kept walking and act like I didn't hear it, what you think is gonna happen? He gonna grab me and snatch me and throw me to the floor,
Right.
and then say, "What are you, deaf? What are you? What's wrong with you?"
Right.
Now we out here holding court against the so-called white man, bringing charges and accusations against them. He don't even say nothing.
Yeah, that's right. And so like, if I may add, right, I got a manager, right? I got a manager. He says I don't hire fellas. I don't give people second chances. But he was in the military, so and you know I kept the wisdom. I said I left it alone, right? But I really wanted to say was like you fight for a country and defend a country that's known for that, known for murder, known for robbery, and all these things, man.
Right.
You wanted to die for
They
that.
speak loftily of oppression.
Right, they
Yeah.
speak lawfully concerning oppression, and that's exactly what they do, right?
And that's the thing, right?
Hey.
That's the thing. They did that in American, right? They separate the so-called black men, the Native Americans, right? The so-called Latinos, right? They divided in skin color, right? And then they act like they didn't do none of this thing, right? With everything they did, right? It's separation of the tribes, you know? They put the so-called black men against the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native American, and none of this thing happened.
Right, that's a country.
And they act like we're different people.
Right.
And we're not different, you know?
Hey.
We're the same people, you know?
Divide and conquer.
That's right.
Divide and conquer.
You know, like back to Charles A. right? When they say they had a crafty council, these weren't regular people. These were people in power. People who had decisions to move pieces around the
The
world.
higher up.
That's higher up, man. From different countries. Not
Those Bilderberg meetings.
exactly. Saying there's nothing
Yeah.
going to the sun.
Absolutely.
So go ahead back to that Psalm
Continue.
83.
Psalms 83. Psalms chapter 83 and verse 5, and it reads, so like y'all start at verse 4 again. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So picture this, right? You got the kings of different countries coming together in a meeting to say, hey, listen, this book is real, man. We have to stop this from happening. They think that they got that power to do that, man. So they're sitting down plotting like, yo, we have to take these, we gotta set plans and pieces to let them forget who they are, man. Because once they realized that, they were gonna go up against a big power. And that's what they've been doing since that time. Go ahead, you really know?
Rename all the nations.
Exactly.
Right, this is
Indoctrinate what we teach them.
Exactly.
Right.
Yo, bro, you got it.
This is what was going on through the period of slavery, right?
That's
And then the
where I was
period of the Renaissance,
That's where I was
right?
going.
They was taking away our nationality, right, and painting their own pictures in the Bible, right, and formulating a plan to change the names of the places on the map, right, and change the names of the people. Hey, this is why they did all that, right? Not just for filthy lucre's sake, right? But to steal your heritage,
Efforts to keep us in further division.
right?
And they
to
kept
keep you
that,
in darkness.
and they kept that plan right after you could tell because the history you can't erase it, right? Because you got the Renaissance, which means the renewal.
Iconoclasm.
Exactly. And so the renewal, and you can see their plan. Their renewal plan was to repaint the likeness of themselves and put themselves as gods.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. To put themselves as the noble one.
That's right.
Right. When they used to live in caves and they still drink blood.
That's right.
Right. So they're not noble people. Right. But through this crafty council, this is what they done. Right. A bunch of cave dwellers, right, knuckle draggers, right, ruling the world.
That's right.
Right. And destroying it while they at it.
That's right.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 5, and it reads, for they have consulted together with one consent.
Right, so it's not just the so-called white man that had done this, right? Because it takes the whole world to come against the children of Israel.
Right.
It takes all these nations to equal up to what we got. Because during the time of Joshua, hey, we went in through all the land of Canaan and beat up everybody. Hey, it wasn't no war that we didn't win. Nobody could stand up to us. And once we got finished with them, we rolling on to the next.
That's right.
And when we roll up, they running out.
Rallying men.
And this is the type of men that we are, right? We are those men that are put in control of this world.
That's right.
You know what
And
they-
it takes the whole world to stop that.
Right.
So it ain't just the so-called white man.
And that's the thing. When the so-called Negroes fought in Europe, right? It wasn't the so-called white man that put them down only. It was the Arab man, it was the Chinese man, it was the Moabite, you know, the Moabite, called Aaron. In all those nations, Hamite put themselves in ally against us, right? And then who built the ship to go against the tribes in the Americas? It was the Moab, the Chinese man, Ammon, the Japanese man, and Ishmael, the Arabs. They go down with this ship to come with the Americas to destroy our people.
That's right.
With the so-called white man, right? And it's the same thing.
So
Okay?
like we were in captivity to the Israelites a lot longer than we were in the Edomites.
Right, that's why all these heathen own up everything and y'all niggas don't got shit.
That's right.
Been here 400 years, this man get these heathens get over here for 5 minutes and they got every damn thing.
Now we were under captivity under the Edomites. This is the longest captivity under the Edomites. The Edomites were ruling the longest. So not just for edification.
Right, we've been under the Edomites since since Rome, right? And here we are to this day, right? Fulfilling in our lot, standing up, preaching down these damn devils in their kingdom. Hey, so we've been through this a long time, and we ain't got too much more to go.
That's right.
Right? Your Lord said He gonna send the prophets last, and then we up out of here. Right? So this is what this is what we hope the Lord will have in store for us.
That's right.
Hey, it's time for y'all to get out. Hey, now y'all understand. Don't do it again.
That's right. And so like they're praying, right? They holding their plan ahead. They can see it cracking, right? They know we at the end. So at the end of the day, they're just gonna throw the glass up in there and start fighting each other. Because they're scrambling. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The book of Psalms chapter 83 and verse 5, and it reads, "For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee."
All right, and this is how America was formed, through the Confederacy.
That's right.
Right? If you go and look into history, you see America was formed in the Confederacy. This is why they waved the Confederate flag. Right? The 13 Confederate states that was confederate with the British, right? And they all here, right, in New England. Right? And the rest of these damn cities named after these devils. Right? So this was all formed in the Confederacy against the children of Israel.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
This is the definition of confederacy, a league or alliance, especially of confederate states. This is used in a sentence. The Italian Confederacy, known as the Lombard League.
Right, so this is all the characteristics of these devils, right? An alliance, right? They got the Northern Alliance, the NATO, the UN. These are all alliances, right? So this devil didn't change his ways, right? He just tweaked it and renamed it and hid the identity of it.
Right.
Right, so this is what these devils do, right? This is their MO, right? This is why it pays to know this Bible, right? So you can have oil, so you can shine the light on these devils and say, no, you are not Japanese, you are Ammonite in the Bible. The reason you look like that is because you have Down syndrome, because you're one of the children of Lot that slept with their father, right? You're an inbred, right? And now you don't look at them so highly anymore. Right now you see yourself and say, damn, the Lord say nobody's better than us. We are the children of Israel. So all the rest of y'all are just peasants. And this is how you start to be a man and have confidence in yourself. Right? And you're able to make wise decisions. And you don't have to run out and buy $300 pairs of sneakers, right, to make you feel good about yourself. You already feel good because you're the children of Israel, right? Is there more now? Right, we're going to get into this Confederacy and who exactly is involved in this Confederacy, right? Because it ain't just the so-called white man, right? You would like us to believe that, but all of y'all are enemies, right? Go ahead.
I'm going to read the book of Psalms chapter 83 and verse 5 again. "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom."
Now, the white man is the ringleader of it all, right? He the main enemy of Jacob, right? But it ain't just him, right? Who else is in that?
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites, the Arabs, right? So the Arabs who had the Arab slave trade, right? The Babylonians, right? Them devils is right along with the so-called white man, hand in hand, right? They acting like they over there at war with them. Hey, but they not. Those are just rumors of war, right? None of y'all been over there to see that, right? You don't know what's going on over there, right? You just going by what you heard. None of y'all niggas been to the Middle East. You don't know what the fuck is happening over there.
Of Moab.
Right, Moab, the damn Chinese man, right? The white man, I swear he at war with, he don't like the Chinese. He want to go against his economy. Hey, these men will tell you all kind of lies. They against the Chinese, oh, but they with us, right? Black Lives Matter, right? Come on, man. Anything this man say out his mouth is a lie.
That's right.
Right? He ain't with you.
That's the thing, right? Showing you like it's against the Chinese man, right? But all his finance is came from them, right?
Right.
All the consume they're doing is they're buying from the Chinese man, right? How can you have everything you own in your house is from the Chinese man and you're at war with them?
Right. Right. I remember I tried to call myself not buying nothing made out of China. Right? You can't do it. You go in the Dick's Sporting Goods, everything in there is made in China.
Right.
You go in the damn Marshalls, everything is made in China. So how the hell are you against that man?
Right.
Hey, you right there with him. You love that man. If that man say you stop making your product, you be on your hands and knees kissing that man's ass saying, please don't do it.
Right.
Cause that's part of the Confederacy. Right? You can fool the damn low-level thinkers. Hey, but men of the Lord, you ain't gonna get nothing by us.
Right.
That's why I say, if possible, they would deceive the very elect.
Right. And guess what? What about this pandemic? It's that with the Chinese man.
Right. Made in Wuhan.
Yeah,
Hey, y'all devils is real slick, but you ain't that slick. Right?
if it's possible, this is their very elect.
Right. Right. This is why we see right through you now. Once we get this light, hey, we can shine it up to you. Hey, you like a damn piece of tracing paper. Hey, it don't even take much to see through you, though. Right. This Bible exposes y'all. That's why y'all had to get your dirty little hands on it and put the damn pedophiles up to teach it. And call yourself the children of Israel. Hey, this is a big deception that's taking place here, right? And Mr. White Man, he's gonna pay for the things he's done.
That's right.
He's going into slavery.
That's right. That's right. There's no if, but, not to, must be, maybe, it must be, shall be, it will be.
That's right.
That's the word of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
That's why he says that the Lord has spoken. I mean, there ain't no other way. He said it. That's it. It's next to the stone, man.
That's right. This caveman is guilty of identity theft.
That's right.
Right.
Murder, rape, and robbery.
That's the felony.
And all these things is coming to pass, right? All these prophecies will come to pass, right? And these people are they're gonna pay double for what they've done.
I got one.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58, and verse 6, and it reads, break their teeth, O Yahawah BAHASHAM, Yahawashai, in their mouth.
Now that word teeth goes back into their strength or their military, right? The Lord is gonna break their military, right? That's the only one that's gonna break it, because he the one that set it up.
That's right.
Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Let them melt away as the waters which run continually.
All right, they're gonna melt away. How they gonna melt away? In that nuclear fire.
That's right.
Right, that nuclear fire gonna burn this whole place up. Right?
When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows.
Right, and that's going into the missiles, right? Go ahead.
Let them be cut in pieces.
Right. They're gonna be cut in pieces, right? Because it's gonna break up that Confederacy, right? It's gonna cut all that into pieces, right? The Chinese man is gonna turn on them, right? The Arab man is gonna turn on them too, right? All these things is gonna be broken into pieces.
Because they know what's Salaki, I ain't mean to cut you off. Because they know what's holding them together is this lie, this grand deception that we was talking about. The only thing holding all those nations together and supposed peace is the keeping the children of Israel in subjection and asleep. The children of Israel, when they wake up, it's gonna cause such a crack and an earthquake in that land that they got no choice.
Right. Because the truth destroys the lie, right? Once you find out that we are the children of the Lord, hey, you can't look at us like that no more. Right? Once you find out the white man is the devil,
that's right.
Hey, he don't look too good no more.
They kill the real nigga.
Right?
That's right. Continuing on in the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 7 again. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces.
Right.
As a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun.
Right, because it's prophesied that the so-called white man is going to be done away with on the earth. Right? He's never going to be seen from any longer.
That's
Right? Once he serves out his punishment, hey, he's out of here.
So
He's never going to see the sun anymore.
That's
But
right.
not only that, so like when time goes by to a certain point, you might not even remember what an Edomite is. People are gonna forget the name.
That's right.
It's gonna be dust in the wind. Like, what's an Edomite?
Right.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, said Yahweh power.
Right. And this is talking about the so-called white man's kingdom, the destroying mountain.
That's
Right?
right.
Because he destroyed the whole earth.
That's
Right?
right.
And the plants and the animals
Everything.
and the Lord's children.
That's right.
So he's known as the destroying mountain.
Right.
Because he destroy anything just to ride around in comfort.
That's right.
Right? And live deliciously. He eating a damn smorgasbord up and down the street while the whole world starves.
Right.
What is dog beds?
Right?
Which destroys all the earth,
Right.
and I will stretch out my hand upon thee.
Right. And the Lord's going to stretch out his hand because the YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is the right hand of the Lord.
That's right.
So he's going to stretch him out upon you.
And roll thee down from the rocks.
And you gonna roll y'all down where y'all supposed to be. Right at the bottom.
Right.
And I will make thee a burnt mountain.
Right? He gonna make you a burnt mountain. And that's just what we trying to tell you. Hey, get ready for these nuclear missiles to fly. Right? These rumors of war, hey, we can't wait till he make you a burnt mountain.
That's right.
Hey, and that goes back to that scripture. He says, he shall make the proud abased. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he shall exalt the humble.
I got that precept. It says, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee.
Right, when the so-called white man is in chains, right, after he out here looking so good, right, riding around and he got pools in the house, he got banks, right, he looking so good, we gonna narrowly look upon him and say, damn, what happened to you?
Is this the man?
This man had everything, now look at him. He on his hands and knees begging for a glass of water,
Right.
right? Now his neck is in chains and his old lady in chains too.
Right.
Hairy legs and she got a unibrow
Right.
and head down her back, down the middle of her back, cause she ain't got no razor no more. And we gonna say, damn, we gonna narrowly look upon y'all. We squinty eyes. Like shit. The Lord is bad.
Like, damn, man, didn't you own all these banks?
Right.
Like, what happened to you?
Right.
You got more on that?
Not good, yeah.
Yeah, I can read the rest. It says, this is Isaiah 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Right. Is this the man?
You got the man, homie.
Right, is this the man with the NASA and the space satellites and he got 100-story buildings? Damn, is this that man? that's walking on all fours
Right.
and grunting like a damn monkey.
How does it go? Damn, homie. In Babylon, you was the man, homie.
Right.
What the hell happened to you?
They say, is this the man? Hey, you know that? Hey, you know this is our book, cause this is how we talk.
Right.
Hey, is this the man?
Right.
Hey, this nigga?
I mean, like, yo. I mean, like, you used to be the man, homie.
Can't be this nigga. Is this the man? Oh man.
Somebody come look at this. It says here, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Right.
That did shake kingdoms?
Right. He made the earth to tremble. Hey, ever since Alexander the Great came, hey, nobody can stand up to the so-called white man.
Right.
The scriptures say that the whole earth was quiet after he conquered this whole thing.
Right.
Hey, a man was trembling when they seen the Edomites come. Right? All these bloodthirsty barbarians.
Right.
Right? That'll rape your kid, that go to war and they'll rape your wife, they'll even rape your kids.
Yo, hey, Salakia, and when Alexander the Great, around that area, man, they marched into Egypt, they marched into Israel, to these kingdoms that are known, so people feared them because of that.
Right, they'll be trembling. Right. Hey, they made the whole world to tremble. And how they shake the earth? With all these big ass missiles and rockets and all that. Hey, they shaking the earth with these things.
Right.
Right, if you go look at a test nuclear explosion. Hey, the camera will be all wide. Hey, this man is the powerful man right here to do all this.
Right.
And the Lord's going to destroy him just to show his power.
That's right.
But the Lord set him up for this.
And Salakia, a lot of the Amalekites, I'm not trying to go off track, but a lot of the Amalekites, when you look at the Khazar kingdom, how they got power was that they had a strong military. And they would lend military personnel to people, and they go and stole the gold. That's how they started getting the gold, and they began with the banks.
Right. Hey, this man. Hey, we all got a spirit, right? And this book is a spiritual book.
Right.
And it reveals the spirit to every person on this world.
Right.
Every nation and the spirit that the Lord put on you. So it's no hiding from this light.
Right.
This is why they changed the names and they went through all this length and conspiracy to do that.
Right.
But this book is premium quality right here.
Right.
Nothing better than this.
It's alive.
I got a precept for you.
That was it, bro?
That's it. Bro, that's
The
it.
book of Obadiah, verse 3, and it reads, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee,
Right.
thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
Right. Hey, we ain't just making this up. Hey, the so-called white man is a caveman.
That's right.
Right.
This is what the word Caucasian means. Right? The word Caucasian means cave dweller.
That's right.
If you don't believe us, look it up. Right? So thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock. Hey, the Lord made y'all bear with this.
Right.
There's no gainsaying. That's why the police don't come up and say nothing. The pastors, they just run up and down the street handing out pamphlets, hoping to get your mind off this. Because you can't hide from this.
That's right.
You can't make nothing up when we go into the truth.
That's right.
The truth stands strong.
That's right.
Right.
Salakia, how can Esau fight this truth when he can't even fight against the sun?
Right.
He burns in the sun, man.
The earth was against him.
That's why he hide in a cave. Right? A car ain't nothing but a cave designed to hide you from the sun.
That's right.
Right? The Lord made a horse for you to ride on.
Yeah.
But you can't hide from the sun and the horse.
Right.
Right? The Lord didn't make it so you need a cave. This is what all these apartments are. Nothing but big caves.
That's right. Bunch of rock.
These people are cave dwellers.
That's it.
And the Lord say they dwell in the cleft of the rock. And they ain't changed.
The book of Obadiah, verse 3 again, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high.
As you can see, the habitation is high. Look at those buildings. Okay, they got 100 floor buildings. The habitation is high.
That's right. And Salakia, man, Jacob was a plain man. He didn't need to be up high like that. Right. He lived plainly.
Hey, and if you look into the definition of plain, a plain is a flat piece of land, right? So we are plain people. Not that we're plain and we ain't flashy. Hey, the plains is a flat land, right? So we are plain men, right? We not mountain